Confidential records. Nothing's confidential when I'm around. Go, go, go! Ow. Oops. Still like 7 seconds remaining. The margin of error is so huge when you have the higher level hacking stuff. Aw, you were listed as long locked a second ago. Volunteer database. Oh, this is the one. Yeah, void. Access permission, director only. Digital signature, Dr. Morgan Yu. Test subject ID numbers are not provided by this workstation. TS Protocol 001. So I'm gonna simultaneously, I'm gonna want to try to find Michaela's father, and I'm also gonna want to see if I can find out information about how to track down the guy that's on the run and causing problems for me right now. Let's see. Let's play it. It sounds like I have an option to either transfer the audio file to them or delete it. Let's see. Yeah, transferring this file is a violation of TranStar's information protection policy. A file can only be transferred to a director workstation like Morgan Yu. So that's exactly where she is. Volunteer status deceased. Huh. So I think they're just gone then.
Initiating test procedure 29. Variant C, subject V-010655-32.
Subject 32 is in the chamber.
Psychoscopes on, everyone.
Do you have a family?
Prep the Typhon Cacoplasmus.
I have a daughter. They took me from her. I was promised I would see her again. I signed your papers.
Let's stay focused, everyone.
Your family. You must hate them very much to do this. I hear it in your voices.
Track his vitals.
32 is showing signs of distress. Elevated cortisol, heart rate, perspiration. Nothing in the red yet.
Look at me. Look at the man you're killing.
Mimic is in the tube.
Permission to release. Morgan?
What you do kills us both.
Release. Typhon Cacoplasma specimen is in the chamber with subject 32. Subject vital signs are gone.
Make a note. Replication followed the usual pattern. Appears unaffected by the subject's age. Morgan, did you get a good scan?
Yeah. Data looks good. Scrub it and send it out to me as soon as you can. I want a new design on the mimicry connectomes before I dive into the sim again.
Concerning. Alright, so... not only is he dead, but I witnessed his death because I was one of the people that did the test itself. Galagos was also there. She was not reacting positively, and that might have even been one of the moments where she finally cracked and decided to go against the plan. It's a shitty thing to find. I am going to be honest, though, and just send this to Ilyushin, and we'll see how she reacts to reality. There it goes. You made an unauthorized data transfer. What's that gonna do to me? Oh, the power just turned off. That's spooky.
Transfer coming in. Downloading now. Morgan, thank you. Thank you so much. I cannot believe it. I'll wait for you to come back before I listen to it. Be careful, Morgan.
Oh, you're gonna wait for him to come back? Oh, great, I'm gonna be in the room when it happens? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can you put these in the safe, please? Thanks. Probably the new guy that can't get anything to work correctly. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. I get to be there when she turns on me and probably tries to kill me or something. That's not gonna go well. That's not gonna go well. Ah, dang it. Taking turns a little early. Ow. Ow. I'm a little reckless with the red stuff sometimes just because the only consequence is some time, but if you're doing it right, in some situations the time loss actually isn't that big of a deal. You need to be actively trying to fit through a narrow spot and it's stopping you from fitting through it, but if you're just casually bouncing off a thing from time— ah, crap. Right click is such a natural and reoccurring, like, aim your gun button that on a regular basis I accidentally activate my power by right clicking when I'm not at all going for that. Whoops. That's the data vaults. The security booth, science operator, kiosk. We can go a few different ways. Need you to get out of the way though. Can I throw you? Oops. a little early. There we go. What's that sound? What is that? Oh, it's one of you guys. Andrew Gray. You gonna come this way? Come out, wherever you are. Oh, Andrew Gray's dead because of lightning. Ha! That's funny. That's funny. Gotcha. Maybe missed a few shots, but not too bad overall. Oh no, what did I do? Boop. There we go. Accidentally switched shotgun into out of slot 2 for a second there. That's not what I was going for. That guy just took himself out, thankfully. Fix that shit! Thankfully the price is pretty low, considering how many actual spare parts I have most of the time, so I'm not really against fixing it as much as I was a little worried about conserving earlier in the playthrough. Data Vault A. Is this one even attached? Might be, yeah. There's 2 data vaults here, A and B. Seems like you can't access them from here. Unless there's a terminal elsewhere that opens these doors. They're kept outside the station. That's interesting. Probably for ease of being removed or something. Servers and slots. Interesting. We might have to solve that key at some point. I don't know if it'll come up or not. Go ahead and sort my inventory. There we go. This stuff needs to be forced to stack. Oh, it's way up. It's way up there. Almost might be a little hard to reach. With the part where you have to hold G for a while. These things are perfectly safe until you actually activate them. That was such an unfortunate swing of the weapon I did at that one moment. It was mostly because I usually take out fire with the exhaustive stuff. The fire extinguisher glue shots. And then I usually try to get rid of the glue shots because they're kind of in the way and awkward, and I prefer not to have them sitting around. Instead I got myself in trouble. So I can jump towards there, but I'll get myself in trouble, and I can't really reach high enough. So I may be able to get there up there with the glue cannon, and that's about it. No! Damn it. First person platforming. Tried to fix the problem and instead that happened. Shit. Here. It's gonna blow up now, so let's just wait for that. There we go. Press again. There we go. All fixed up. Barely know where I am right now. One over there. Where do you go down to? Oh, haven't been here yet. Wait, have I? Door's open. Braid wire. Akande. The notice says his name. Yeah, I've been here before. Huh. You could do some creative platforming to get around here. Interesting. Where do you take me? Over the room I was just in. Dead ends here. Damn it! I need to stop pressing that button, damn it. Not that it costs me much. Just use... I mean, I don't really use it during combat. I never really think about it during combat. It just feels kind of unnatural to even try to use that skill. Frankly, I'm generally doing fine during firefights. That the boost doesn't feel like a necessary step, usually. Some poor guy that's supposed to maintain this place is like, who's fucking up all my junctions? There we go. And where does this lead me? Besides dramatic music land. Could it be that it leads me nowhere? Have I been behind this wall already? All the stuff that I can pick up, which suggests no. But I probably could have just opened this door. Yeah. So all of that crawling around in there didn't lead to much, apparently. Unfortunately. Gah! Gah! Oh god. There's how many mimics in here? What? Yep. Oh, it's on fire. Mimics are on fire. That's not very nice. Woo! Oh, were you the first one, or were you... Oh, I thought there was a second one, but maybe he warped around when I thought he died. That could make sense. Would you look at all this stuff? Proxies, agents, and personhood. From a book on emulated entities and synthetic intelligence by Carter Billingsley. I feel like I haven't read this one yet, I'm not entirely sure. The Supreme Court is set to weigh in on what could be a groundbreaking decision this term. Can an emulated entity be granted power of attorney? Over the last few decades, the public has become increasingly familiar with artificial helpers, from personal assistants on their wristwatches to the smartest home systems that remind you where to put your keys. But more recent advances in hybridic tech and the genius of connectomics, these words, the ability to map the myriad neuronal connections inside a person's brain, have thrust digital doppelgangers squarely into the legal arena. Recently, billionaire Roak Wallace granted power of attorney not to one of his many estranged family members, but to a robotic facsimile of himself named Ransom. Ransom emulated Dr. Wallace's own reasoning, interests, and, to some extent, personality quirks to the point where the two are nearly indistinguishable, at least over the phone. In person, Ransom's molded ceramic and carbon body, while beautiful, make his true nature unmistakable. Needless to say, Mr. Wallace's family is not amused, especially concerning the Ransom's decision for how to execute Mr. Wallace's will. That is a story I want to hear. A character, an AI character that's a proxy for someone who is not, who I assume currently is not conscious, and they're or not alive, possibly, I think is the point of the whole will situation. So he's not alive, but he's executor of a will, and his name is called Ransom, which really implies things about what exactly his operation of the will situation is handled. I am just making the best sentences today, just putting words together that don't fit, just blah blah blah. Melindra Shadowcorner. Is this one being played by Danielle Show? Yep, player Danielle. So this is Danielle's character. Now where's her map? That's the one thing I need to find still, and it makes sense because she apparently works in deep storage, judging by how her name's been coming up lately. Although the game in general treats her like the one of the main characters of the entire region, basically, with how often she comes up. Oh, I maxed out my inventory. Well, I know a thing to do about that. Actually, I should get rid of the Huntress Boltcaster duplicate. Extra shotgun. Did I pick up an extra glue gun too? Yeah. There we go. There we go, that'll do nicely. And hey, even if I run out of things to buy with neuromods, I can eventually just scrap my neuromods into materials too, although I don't know what I'd make out of them. Because they would give me exotic items, exotic materials, right? And I don't know what I would use that for, considering I've already finished neuromods at that point. Let's not concern about it. At this point, I think my overall resource pools are not to be concerned about, something to be concerned about. The download station has nothing in it, but the fact that it's even here makes me feel like it probably will have something in it. Alright, so there's that piece of stuff, there's that. We should keep the rad pills around in case we need them. I might only do what I just got. How are we doing on Q-beam stuff? Do we have too much of them again? That's disruptor batteries. No, Q-beam cells are not that high. Partly because of the fact that I've been using them against the Nightmare, or Behemoth, or whatever it's called. That monster. So that's probably burning through my backlog of Q-beam a lot, which I otherwise am not particularly interested in using anyway. Yeah, there we go. Tracking Bracelet Protocol. Sending a kill signal to a tracking bracelet is a violation of TranStar policy. Do not deactivate a tracking bracelet for any reason without proper authorization. Tracking bracelets ensure all TranStar personnel can be located in the event of an emergency. Modifying a tracking bracelet must have written approval and may be deactivated by those with director level clearance. So I can enter a bracelet ID here. Let's see. And that sends a kill signal as opposed to tracking them, or what? Does it send a kill signal to disable it, or does it track it? I assume it tracks it, but that whole paragraph talks about a kill signal. I don't know if that's what I'm doing necessarily. Charge plans. Oh, the treasure map's over there. Yay! Melindra Shadowrunner. I have Danielle Show's map. Hooray! I don't know what that stuff means necessarily, but we'll figure it out, I suppose. There's the usual treasure hunter email that we always see, so we'll just ignore that. Yeah, the Abigail thing. No subject. From Alex U. Miss Show, I wanted to remind you that we have some sensitive information regarding the volunteers, and I'd like to make sure it's secure. I've also included fabrication plans for some charges that you should transfer to storage. Thanks. Rogue operator. Starting from Alex Yo. There's an unlicensed operator somewhere. I doubt the accident has any relevance. It follows the owner's commands to the letter. Owner Morgan may have built an unlicensed model. Are you certain of this? If it exists, where would it be? So we went through all this when I was in Alex's lab, I believe, in his office or his quarters or something. So just like that, we now have the treasure maps. We just need to investigate their maps. Let's see. One concern is, where do they go? Are they plans? No, that's very different. Oh wow, look at that. I have installed 171 neuromods. How are we doing on neuromods right now? I have 9. I can max out psychotronics, otherwise there's something else waiting for me. Stamina, lab tech. Let's do lab tech. Alright, so you're maxed out. So these wrench options. Yeah. Bonus damage. I might as well buy it just because I'll be running out of things to do otherwise. along with these other modifiers that exist here. Next thing is going to be the psychotronics modifier, just because it means I can fit more slots, and we might find more upgrades that are actually worth getting. So that's going to be 3 more neuromods before I get there. But at this point, I'm not likely to be building things. So you're in notes on your own. Melindra's treasure map. ELB. Some area with a zigzagging catwalk or path. And it's over here, apparently. Let's see. Character name in Melindra. Treasure map for Rosalind Swift. In this area. L1. Oh, does that mean lobby 1? It might mean lobby floor 1. ELB. Let's remind ourselves what these places are called. Well, that doesn't help. Where would ELB be? Arboretum, Talos, crew quarters, hardware labs. That might throw out that suggestion. I thought ELB, like I was thinking maybe they were initials of locations, but ELB doesn't fit any of the locations we've had so far. Also, these things are really spread out through this thing. The lack of sorting makes it a little frustrating to look up a specific thing you want to have access to, basically. Let's see. That's the Rosalind Swift one. Stab Fellow. L2. The L2. Hoard and Baffle. Some room that has 3 circular things in it. That's curious. It's in B2. Maybe basement 2 or something. This will take some time to figure out. It might be that they're all in crew quarters. That'd be the nice thing to do. But they might be scattered across the entire ship, in which case, oh boy. That'll be an interesting challenge to figure out, I suppose. Okay, so I'm here to activate someone's bracelet. 1129. No. There we go. And it is somewhere. Where is he? Waiting for the next objective to pop up. Talos I exterior. You have no record of him leaving, but he's apparently outside. Huh. You don't say. Well, that's gonna take a little while for us to get through, because I need to be able to escape this place, and he's locked me in here. It might be that I escape via the exterior, though, considering that he's locked me in here, and so if there is an exterior access, I guess I can check that, actually. Deep storage? No, deep storage does not have an exterior access. The only way out is back to the Arboretum. Well, shit. So it goes, I suppose. See, there's a security booth down there I could check out. And a whole bunch of stuff waiting back that way. Hello. How do you do? Thankfully, I've got the key for this now. Oh, that's all I have to do to open the door? That was easy. He didn't really plan that far ahead, did he? Maybe that's why they were giving me such a fight on trying to open that door via that angle. If that was going to make the whole place just open up immediately, invalidating the entire part where he trapped me. I'll download your map. Absolutely. Up, Blark. There's an area above. I've been pretty much everywhere there except for inside of here. There's this floor, and then there's the basement. Not a lot of crew around here, huh? This is the rare case where I found basically everyone. All I'm missing is Mary Page. The only survivor appears to be Danielle Shaw, who's currently still in crew quarters as opposed to being in here. I don't want to switch it to looking for Mary Page. I might find them anyway while I'm poking around, but If I switch out, I think I'd lose tracking of the other guy I'm tracking right now that I had to manually enter. And that I'd have to come all the way back to reset that again, I think. Critical door error. Oh, look at you, little piece of shit. Come here. Didn't even know which one he was. I'm like, something over here is one of them. I'm just gonna shoot towards the skitter noise. Shoot towards this weird noise. Blow it up. Things will work out one way or another. Well, that wasn't very nice of them, but it's been taken care of. Oh, this is bound to be weird. Oh yeah, this is weird. Oh, it's you guys. Oh, it's you guys. Okay. Well. Good news is I come prepared. All the spam shots. You annoying little shits. Ah. Come back, I'm trying to kill you. Why must you make this difficult on me? There we go. That took him out. All you gotta do is blow everything straight to hell, and then the problem resolves itself in a fiery hell spawn, or whatever. A vortex of death. Who doesn't want a good old vortex of death here and there in their lives? Are those old nests? Those are nests. Holy crap. I apparently went too early with the destruction there. Oh, it's one of those guys. Oh! Got him. Uh-oh. We're closer than I thought. Didn't quite nail it that time. Did they seem bigger than before? I swear they felt bigger. Woo! Which way am I going? This isn't disorienting at all. Where's the nest? Well, I think something just blew up somewhere. At this point, my sense of direction's pretty screwed. The fact that, oh, they're killing themselves in the fire. That's actually kind of convenient. There's the hard drive I'm looking for. Science operated, that's not an objective at all. Alright, oh. You're one of the sources of radiation I'm dealing with here. Yes, burn them with the fire. Oh, that's so convenient. Thank you. Let's just try to get our objective and not spend too much time here, because I don't know how the hell I would explore this place. It's so convoluted in its shaping. I might lose my mind. Eh. That's what we're here for. Oh. I'm manually carrying it around. Interesting. I get so used to the idea of just adding stuff to my inventory that carrying something around like this actually comes as a little bit of a surprise. There we go. New drive detected. Proceed to install screen. Apparently this is the way that up and down works. Huh. Who could have known? Yeah, this is a whole computer monitor. From this perspective, the room makes a little bit more sense, doesn't it? That's a bit of progress. Alright, let's press that button. And mount a drive. Can't read that. Unauthorized drive proceed? Yes.
Good work. I was worried the drive might have been damaged. You can use Chief Show's workstation to download the fabrication plan. Then we can reconstruct your arming key.
There we go. Then you get the Chief Show's working station. If I can find how I got here in the first place. Where did I come from? Oh, there. That's probably it.